Women, do you ever wonder why they cry more than men? Always know when something is up. Well, they are some of the most fascinating psychological facts about women, and just like that, there are many more that will change the way you see them. Women and psychology, both are incredibly complex and surprising. Today we are discussing the amazing psychological facts about women that you probably never knew. From their superior emotional intelligence to their multitasking skills and more, these insights will broaden your understanding and appreciation of women's unique mental landscapes. Let's begin. First up, they learn to read and talk faster. Women generally develop language skills quicker than men. From a young age, girls are usually ahead in reading and speaking. You see this in how girls often start talking earlier, use more complex sentences, and have larger vocabularies. It is like they are wired for communication from the get-go. This early verbal edge doesn't just vanish. In fact, it leads to better performance in language arts throughout their school years. If you have ever wondered why women seem to articulate their thoughts more clearly and have richer conversations, this is a big reason why. Secondly, they are more prone to mood swings due to hormonal changes. Throughout their lives, women experience hormonal fluctuations that can significantly impact their emotional and psychological well-being. From puberty to menopause, the ebb and flow of hormones like estrogen and progesterone can mess with their mood, cognition, and overall mental health. Imagine dealing with mood swings, energy dips, and varying stress levels just because your hormones are on a roller coaster. It is important to understand these fluctuations to provide the right support for women's mental health. So, whenever someone tries to dismiss a woman's mood as just hormones, remember it is a legit and complex issue they are dealing with daily. Moving on, they communicate more with nonverbal gestures. Yes, that is right. Women are way more expressive in both verbal and nonverbal communication compared to men. This means they use a wider range of facial expressions, gestures, and vocal tones, which makes their communication richer and more nuanced. From a young age, girls are typically encouraged to express their emotions openly, unlike boys, who are told to man up and suppress their feelings. This socialization means women become masters of expressing their thoughts and emotions clearly and openly. You can see this in how women can convey a whole conversation with just a look or a gesture. They are literally connecting on a deeper level just with their gestures. Next up, women are better at multitasking. While women are seen as delicate beings with less physical strength, they can juggle a million things at once and make it look easy. Think about how they are capable of handling work emails, cooking dinner, and keeping an eye on the kids all at the same time. That is just a regular day for them. Their brains are built to switch between tasks without missing a beat. While guys focus on one thing at a time, women are spinning multiple plates in the air. It is like they have got a superpower for handling chaos with style. Fifth up, they remember faces better. Have you ever noticed how your mom or girlfriend can remember the face of that one person you met at a party months ago? Well, women have a talent for recognizing and remembering faces way better than men. This is great for social interactions, and it also means they are better at reading social cues and understanding emotional expressions. Women kind of have a built-in facial recognition system that helps them navigate social situations effortlessly. Next, they experience higher stress and anxiety when not sexually satisfied. Research shows women are more prone to anxiety disorders like generalized anxiety disorder and panic disorder. When they are not sexually satisfied, their stress and anxiety levels can skyrocket. It is not just about physical pleasure, it is a mix of biological, psychological, and social factors. Women's mental well-being is closely tied to their sexual satisfaction. Ignoring this can lead to a vicious cycle of stress, so understanding and addressing these needs is key for their overall mental health. Another one is that they prefer sharing problems when upset. When life gets tough, women don't just sit and stew, they reach out and talk it out. They find social support and work through problems together. Have you ever noticed how a woman will call her best friend, mom, or partner when she is stressed? That is her way of dealing with problems. She vents out in front of them and finds solutions and comfort through connection. This approach can be excellent for mental health. Encouraging women to build and use these support networks can seriously boost their well-being and help them cope with stress like a boss. Now, they are better at recalling information from long-term memory. It is like they have a mental scrapbook of their life. While many guys forget anniversaries or where they parked their car, women can remember details from years ago. This skill isn't just about remembering birthdays or past arguments, though they are definitely good at that. It helps in learning, relationships, and even at work. This is like their secret weapon, remembering the little things that make a big difference. Their brains just store and retrieve memories more efficiently. So, don't be surprised when your mom or girlfriend recalls something you said 3 years ago. Moving on, they cry more frequently than men. Yeah, you sure agree on this, but do you know the psychology behind it? Women cry about 55 times more per year than men. That is right, and it has got science backing it up. Women have more prolactin, a hormone linked to tears, which makes them naturally more prone to crying. And honestly, it is not just about being sad. They cry when they are happy, frustrated, or just plain overwhelmed. Crying is their way of processing and releasing emotions. So whenever you see a woman crying, don't roll your eyes or call it drama. Understand that it is a natural way for her to handle whatever she is feeling. And trust me, if you dismiss it, you are the one missing out on understanding an important part of how women cope with life. Next, they are more empathetic. Women are like emotional sponges. They can feel what others feel. They practically have a sixth sense for emotions. Their empathy game is on another level, and that is why your mom or girlfriend always seems to know when something is off, even if you haven't said a word. They can pick up on subtle cues and emotions that most guys would miss. This makes them incredible at providing support and understanding in relationships, friendships, and even at work. They have an emotional radar that is always on, detects feelings and vibes from everyone around them. Another on is that they have more taste buds than men. Yeah, you heard that right. Women can literally taste more. This means they can pick up on subtle flavors and differences in food that goes right over a guy's head. Since their taste buds are refined, they cook better than most men and enjoy food more intensely. They can detect sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami flavors with greater sensitivity. This also means they are pickier about what they eat. But hey, it is because they can taste all the nuances. So, when she tells you that your cooking needs a little more salt, or that she can taste the hint of vanilla in a dessert, trust her, her taste buds are on point. Next up, they are easily turned off by various factors. Unlike men, who are ready to go at the drop of a hat, women need the right conditions and are easily turned off by various factors affecting their sexual drive. Stress, fatigue, emotional disconnect, or even just feeling cold can be major turnoffs. Their sexual drive is a complex mix of physical and emotional factors. If she is upset or feels neglected, don't expect her to be in the mood. And no, it is not just about physical attraction. Her mind and emotions play a huge role. If you want to keep the spark alive, you need to pay attention to the whole picture. Make sure she is feeling loved, appreciated, and relaxed. It is not rocket science, but it does take effort. Understand this, and you will be much better at keeping the intimacy strong. Next up, they are better at decoding nonverbal cues. Honestly, women can read body language like a book. They pick up on facial expressions, gestures, and even the smallest changes in tone. Women's nonverbal radar is on point, as they can catch every subtle signal you throw out. While guys miss even a subtle eye roll or a slight frown, women catch these cues instantly. It feels like women have an internal lie detector and emotional scanner working overtime. So, if you think you can hide your true feelings from a woman, think again. She is already 10 steps ahead and can read your nonverbal signals like a pro. Moving on, they are prone to seasonal affective disorder. SAD is a serious mood disorder triggered by the changing seasons. When the days get shorter and the weather gets colder, many women find their moods taking a nosedive. Women are more likely to be hit by this than men. It messes with their energy levels, sleep patterns, and overall mood. It can seriously disrupt daily life, making it hard to get out of bed, focus, or even enjoy things that used to be fun. Light therapy, exercise, and staying connected with loved ones can be lifesavers. So, if you notice a woman feeling low as the seasons change, don't brush it off. Be there for her, help her find ways to cope, and make sure she knows she is not alone in this. Next, they feel more depressed after looking at fashion magazines. Yeah, those glossy pages aren't just harmless entertainment. For many women, flipping through fashion mags can lead to serious self-esteem issues. Studies show that just a few minutes of looking at those airbrushed perfect images can make women feel more insecure about their own bodies. It is like a mental trap, comparing themselves to an unrealistic standard and coming up short every time. This can spiral into feelings of depression and inadequacy. These images can mess with their heads in a big way by feeding into negative body image and low self-worth. Another one is that they live for compliments but deny it. Women love being complimented, but you will rarely hear them admit it. You tell a woman she looks great, and she will brush it off with an "oh, this old thing." But don't be fooled. She loves it. Compliments boost their confidence and make them feel appreciated. It is like fuel for their self-esteem, but they play it cool. So don't hold back on those compliments. Just know that even if she downplays it, inside, she is glowing. Next, they express pain through silence. 80% of women use silence to show they are hurting. They won't always come out and say they are in pain. Instead, they will withdraw, go quiet, or just seem off. No, she isn't being dramatic. It is just how they cope. Silence can speak volumes if you know how to listen. Whenever you notice a woman going silent, don't ignore it. Pay attention, check in, and offer your support. Her silence is her cry for help. Finally, they have more nightmares and emotionally based dreams than men. Women's sleep is a whole different ballgame. They are more likely to have intense, emotionally charged dreams and nightmares. And this isn't just random, it is linked to their heightened emotional processing and stress levels. Their brains work overtime, even when they are asleep, processing all the emotions and stress from their day. When a woman wakes up from a bad dream, it is her brain dealing with real-life stress and emotions. If you found this video interesting, I would appreciate you showing support by hitting that like button below. Feel free to leave any questions or thoughts in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.